I'll let them give the history on how this all come about, but they have this vision of developing a sports complex focused around soccer. They've also intertwined pickleball and some other events they want to be able to have this complex host. But they've taken it from an idea they brought forward with me, seeing if the city would share interest in pursuing this and working with them to help this vision. They've formed an ad hoc committee that Brandon and myself participate in, representing the city. They've got other members from the community. We've had some meetings. They're here to present their plan tonight. I know they're coming. I spoke. I'm not sure why we're a little behind. Traffic. So I guess maybe I'll just ask that we maybe just wait patiently here for just a minute and see if they. Yeah, we could play bills. Okay, we'll move on. Item number 9 would be the payment of city and utility bills. Paula, this is your time to shine. And go ahead and bridge the gap with some time here.
I do have one question. More than one question. Payment allowed, was that the last? Payment to Loud, was that the last payment for North Street? No?
And Chad, what's yeah, I know that it was closed. Your guys were putting lights up the other day. I saw.
Oh, I think I'll put 1 or 2 over up right now.
So it's basically done. So.
Well, it's not open.
Well, I think it's open residents. There's no issue with through traffic. I know the other day it was closed because they were tarring the cracks, things like that. So. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Dave, welcome. Come on forward. Okay, so council, this is Dave Ernst. That's his wife, Betty. They would just kind of like to present their concept, their vision. They have a conceptual drawing that we can present here, so people can kind of see what we're talking about. You know, this is a great vision, and I know Bob Pettit might be joining them as well. And as we talk about this, I want the public to think about, as well as the council, that Geneseo has other examples of doing projects like this, with like the softball complex that Bob Pettit spearheaded with the school district down at Bowling Field. And if you think way back in the day when the athletic center was originally built at the high school, that was the very foundation of a community idea brought forward that got the support it needed. The donation came forward. And I think your idea, Dave, and your vision very much has that same type of blueprint. So not looking for anything here tonight or any action from the council. I think we will come forward next month. Perhaps we do need to do some investigation of the right-of-way and the approach at the wind turbine site to see if that driveway could be utilized as an access point for such a parcel. Brandon will be bringing that information forward, and we would look for that blessing at the next meeting. Otherwise, I think it's an idea that's going to gain traction, and I think we just kind of check the marks as we go along and work towards a common goal here. So I'll let Dave take it from there.
Well, thank you. Most of you probably know who we are, Dave, Babe and Denny Ernst, and we're just glad to be here. Didn't know what to say or what to do, but here we're going to go. So most of the people know back in 2000, we lost our son Seth. Him and 2 young men just outside of town passed away in a car accident. He was a sophomore at that time, and right in the middle of soccer schedule. So we lost him, and but the community, as we all know, is an unbelievable community, and how supportive they are. So we got a lot of memorials from there, but we didn't know what to do, so that was in 2000. We didn't know what to do, but we wanted to do something for the kids. We wanted to support the youth of this beautiful community. So we did. About in 2006, some leaders from the soccer programs got a hold of us, Betty and I, at the high school. We sat in the cafeteria, and they said, how about a tournament? Sure. So everybody was talking about outside, because we didn't think about inside. But we had that beautiful program, that beautiful building up there, And so in 2007, we launched the Seth Ernst Memorial Soccer Slam, 2007. And believe it or not, this year, because of COVID, but this year it'll be our 20th year we're going to have this tournament. So the tournament funds up to date, we have give just over $75,000 worth of high school scholarships in the 19 years. And those first years were a little lean. We didn't know if we were going to make enough money to make it or not, but now we're giving back probably $25,000 to $30,000 every year to the youth programs around here. Overall, we've given back $263,000 with high school, with school programs, for also for rec and soccer programs, local. $263,000 we've given back. We give back every year. We bring in, we figure if your kids are playing and working and you're helping us, we're going to spend it on those kids right then. So we don't have a big coffer there. We keep it going, okay? So Betty and I, the soccer tournament is unbelievable. It's absolutely unbelievable. But it's not, you can't put your hands on it. So we've been we wanted a complex for a long, long time. We've looked at this probably close to 10 years now, back and forth, different property around Geneseo, different organizations. Nothing seemed to really work. But we've been looking at that for a long time. So the city of Geneseo is seriously needed in a focal place for soccer and a place for other sports for practices. Richmond Hill is okay. It works. But if you've been up there, the parking is, I don't want to say horrendous, but it's terrible. It's hard to get around. It's very convoluted. The practices, the fields are okay. And they can't, and you talk to anybody in the soccer world around here, can't have a tournament just because of the volume of people you could have there, that kind of thing. There's just not enough room. And that's where the big bank is when you talk Bob Pettit about tournaments, softball tournaments and different things. That's where the revenue and the benefit comes to the city. We don't have that right now. So unfortunately, my father passed in August last year, and I got with my siblings. I got 3 siblings, a brother and 2 sisters. And we decided that we would be willing to donate 26 acres to the city of Geneseo, which borders the city on the north side of our property, south side of Geneseo by the windmills, and also by I-80. You go right by I-80 and you will see this complex. You can't miss it. It's right there. Betty and I visited with Sean, sat down with him and told him what we were thinking about, our vision, and told him about our family. We would like to do that if we could. So my family now has created an LLC, my siblings and I, and so we will own that property until it gets turned over to the city. That way, we're going to run this through a 501c3, the Seth Ernst Memorial Soccer Slam. We can save a lot of funds for prevailing wage and all those things. We can do a lot more stuff for a lot less. Let's put it that way. So that's coming. So we talked about 26 acres. And we got that LLC. It just got done last week. So that is done too. So that's ready to go. So we've created the Seth Ernst Memorial Sports Complex. And the committee consists of, from the soccer tournament, Jill DePau, who is our director, and Kathleen Repass, who was our past director. From Geneseo Soccer Club, Adam DeSplinter and Dirk Wildemuth. I called him a complex builder. What do you call Bill Pettit? What do you call him? But anyway, he's on the program, or he's on the committee. Sean and Brandon are part of it, been to all of our meetings. And for the family, Betty and I represent the Ernst family. So Sean reached out to Hutchinson Engineering and worked along with the committee. And we got a plan laid out. And all the contributions for the funds, as I said before, for the complex will come funnel through the 501c3 from the South Ernst Memorial Soccer Slam. It'll come through that, and then that will be dispersed for the work that gets done. South Ernst Complex, the impact, Geneseo benefits, be a huge financial impact for multiple soccer, pickleball, 3-on-3 basketball courts, football practice, and what other field sports you can go out there and practice with, not just soccer. Be a big input for restaurants when you start having tournaments and things like that. A lot of impact on the restaurants, the hotels, and the I-80 visibility. Sean gets excited when he sees it go right by the interstate. So the benefits for the families within Geneseo, it'll be a state-of-art soccer and pickleball facilities. And then it's not up there. Maybe you guys got this already, so I was gonna quiz you. How many kids do you think are playing soccer just this fall in Geneseo alone? Don't look at your paper. Heads down. 439 kids are playing soccer alone in this community. And we don't have the facilities to take care of tournaments and things like that we feel we need to do. So it's a huge income, a huge effort. We appreciate the time to visit with you and show you that. And did you want to talk about that, or did you want to do anything, Sean?
Yeah, I just want to say that for as long as I've been part of the city government, I know there's been a thirst for this like game-changing potential, right, for the community, and especially that interstate corridor. And I think the idea, albeit that it's young, I like the fact that people like Bob are involved because he's got a history of helping get things done. I'm excited by this, right? I mean, and that's one of the things Dave and I talked about today, is because now that's starting to get out in the public, and a lot of the questions are always the shiny questions, right? About the nuts and bolts of what's going to have this, is going to have that. And we know we have things we have to work through yet, but I think it's great to be excited. I know the community will. And I know the commitment behind people that are behind Dave and Betty. And I know the commitment is there from the city side of things as well. So we're behind you, and we're here to remain a partner. And I can't think of a better way to honor Seth. Long overdue. And I think, I hope that the entire citizen base gets behind this, Dave, and we continue to work through some of the things we know that we still have to get accomplished. There's no way that one entity can do this alone. Dave and Betty can't do it alone. We can't do it alone. There's going to have to be other commitments by other governmental agencies in the community, I think would be the best way to make sure that this gets done. But again, I think just knowing some of the other projects that have happened, I think the foundation is there, and I don't see why this can't happen either. So, Bob, do you got anything you want to add? I mean,
sounds good.
Yeah, sounds good.
You do that much, Dave.
Or Dave, I mean, if I left anything out, but I think that really summarizes where we are,
Yeah, we've got a ways to go. We know that, but
Yeah.
we step by step, and we'll make it work. So
I mean, if you just think about the things that have, since we first talked, and I don't know, it was winter time. I remember it was still cold at my office. So even if it's 7 months ago, we've come a ways in 7 months, from formulating the committee and coming up with a concept and starting to talk about numbers and cost and starting to talk about things in-house, intergovernmental wise, and things like that. So everybody's anxious to get to the final product, but I think we're making the right progress that we need to. So members of the council, I guess, any questions, comments, feedback?
My grandkids, I have 3 of them that play soccer in town, and they're pretty good. And they've won Seth's tournament for the last 3 years in a row, each age group, girl and boy. And one of their favorite mementos was the ball this year that had Seth's. And they say that the medals that they have in that tournament are their prized possessions.
Yeah. I think it's that kind of passion associated with that tournament and associated with the memory the legacy trying to be preserved in some final way, some really pivotal way for the community, I think is the passion that's going to get this done, Dave. I mean, there's going to be bumps along the way and things to be resolved, but I just don't see how, as long as the community's behind it, that we don't get to where we need to be. So, and I see Bob's nodding. I mean, he knows it too. So we're here with you guys and
Betty and I have already paid for the
Yep.
plan. It's
Yep.
all taken care of. So as you showed on, I guess
Yep.
you showed them that. So
well, I think,
good question.
I mean, I think the next, we talked today, I think the next important hurdle, and Brandon, we have many times, is we need to figure out and make sure that approach is a point of access. If we can get through that, get some sort of review through the IDOT, and we've kind of started that process. Brandon will bring forward the work that we need Hutchinson to do for us. It's really not that big in the scope of the type of work we do. But if we can get that answered, then we can really progress. I mean, at that point, when you know you got a way to get in there, they have the property, we can start talking about fundraising and things of that nature, I would presume would be your
Right.
next step.
It'll be all outdoor. Everything will be outdoor.
Brandon, did I miss something? I saw you.
No, I was just gonna say it really, the IDOT component is pivotal if access is gonna be on 82. Really, everything's been done to the point where it's time for the state to say, you can use that approach, or you're gonna have to do a major overhaul, which could change the game, right? As far as what that means, if they're gonna require reconstruction or turn lanes or all of these words. So we really need to find out if it can be used before anything else goes forward.
I'd like to start making dirt right now, but there's my field of corn on there right now. So we're not going to start yet.
Yeah, won't be long then, Dave.
I would just like to add, Mr. and Mrs. Ernst, I think it's great. I think it's a great project. I can't wait to see it get started. Brandon and I had this conversation earlier, and I've always had several conversations with Brandon of visions of what that corridor could look like. And I think this is a great foundation to get that started, to just develop and grow that area. And that is a beautiful idea, what you guys got. And I think it's going to be something very special. You talk about the 400 kids that are out for soccer. I'm a Little League football coach, so I know how many kids are out for soccer. But it's to the point now where both programs are coexisting. Like, I have kids on my football team right now that, hey, coach, I got to leave early for soccer. You go have fun. Just don't get hurt. And I'm sure their soccer coach tells them the same thing.
Sure.
We have guys that got to leave early for games to go to soccer, and we work together. I think it's a wonderful idea, and I'm really looking forward to see how it develops, and just drawing everybody here. And I'm sure, I know it's a ways down the road, but you're having tournaments and we're filled in. I'm sure you've probably talked to people that operate the Betplex. Then, if they're filled up, they can direct people this way, teams this way, or vice versa. I think both complexes can work together, and I think it would benefit the Quad Cities all the way around. Wonderful idea. I'm behind it 100%.
It'll also, we're going to need more restaurants and hotels if this works right. So it's a win-win situation.
And once that gets started, there's extra land out there. Now people are going to want to start purchasing. I'm just throwing names like a Holiday Inn Express. I'm just throwing names out there that want to put a hotel out there. Next thing you know, and then you've got another hotel, and you got restaurants. And now and because of this complex, we've got a nice little corridor there, and it's right off the interstate. Wonderful idea.
Yeah, I mean, how many times have we said we wish something would happen out there, right, to help bring the life to that corridor that we've been struggling to do? I mean, it's not for a lack of trying. We have countless conversations with developers, but finding something to stick has been hard. But when you have an anchor like this that's going to draw thousands of people at a time, it just changes that whole landscape. So, yeah. Well, thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate
Appreciate it.
coming. I
Thank
appreciate
you. Thank you.
letting us bring this forward to the council.
All right.
We'll talk soon. Yeah. Okay, so since we have already taken care of item number 9, paid the bills, item number 10 would be public comments related to all other items. City ordinance allows members of the public to speak and give input up to 3 minutes. Please note this is a time for the council to listen to feedback and not an interactive question and answer session with the council or staff. Any public comment related to other items? Okay, without that, I'd entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion by Arnold, second by Samosky. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. We're adjourned. Okay, we'll now call to order the special city council meeting for Tuesday, August 25th, 2026. It is now 6:26 PM. Page roll call.
Rothschild,
Here.
Kennett,
Here.
Swanson,
Here.
Barnhart,
Here.
Chavez,
Here.
James,
Here.
Samowski,
Here.
Arnold.
Here.
Okay, we have a quorum. Item number 2 would be public comments related to agenda items. City ordinance allows members of the public to speak and give input up to 3 minutes. Please note this is a time for the council to listen and not an interactive question answer session with the council or staff. Anybody change of heart? Any public comment? No? Okay. Item number 3 under administration, 3.1 would be the Ford Road Sanitary Project, Phase 1 bid award and authorization for project expenditures.
Okay, we had our bid openings for Ford Road Phase 1 sanitary extension. The low bidder was Central Excavating for $924.98.10. We did have 2 other bidders that were both over $1 million. We bring forth a resolution tonight to begin this project and approve Central Excavating as a low bid contract and to accept that. In the resolution is also some technical inspections. Public Works Director Chad, we do plan on having some inspections done on some of the technical components of the project. This will be at our direction. And then electrical service relocation, because the lift stations are going to be out in the right of way. We have to take electrical service underground, or that was a recommendation by Director Rolwald, is to go underground with service out there. So as part of this, our electric department will be going underground with electric service and eliminating the poles that are out there. Coupled with this, we have Affinity Growth Community Developers. They have purchased property along the north side of Ford Road. One of the parcels is a vacant parcel, about 2.5 acres, with the intent to, they just recently purchased the land, but their intent in the future is to annex into the city and develop those that vacant ground as well. So that's very early, but because the sanitary is going in, it makes sense at this time to go ahead and set a manhole and stage that for their connection to that parcel. We've come up with an agreement just for a little insurance with the city that if they don't end up getting a approved development plan and develop those that land in the future, that we will be able to go back and claw back the cost of that extra manhole. That's all I got.
Motion for the approval, R2616, the approval of the infrastructure and reimbursement agreement with Affinity Growth Community Developer LLC and approval of the project contract award to Central Excavating in the amount of $924,598.10.
Motion by Arnold,
Second.
second by Chavez. Roll call.
Arnold,
Yes.
Samowski,
Yes.
James.
Yes.
Chavez,
Yes.
Barnhart.
Yes.
Swanson,
Yes.
Kennett,
Yes.
Rothschild.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Item number 4 would be a move into executive session for 5 ILCS 120/2C1.
Motion to move into executive session per 5 ILCS 120-2C1.
Motion by Arnold, second by Rothschild. Roll call.
Rothschild.
Yes.
Kennett.
Yes.
Swanson.
Yes.
Barnhart.
Yes.
Chavez,
Yes.
James.
Yes.
Samowski,
Yes.
Arnold.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Does it have to be plugged in? Probably.
Maybe, maybe not. I don't know what's gonna be there. I don't think it'll get any pictures over there. Yeah, you know. Right down the street. Right down the street. I do actually. Yeah, I know. Yeah, we're just all around 18 months.
And then you're. My match. So anyway, so. Just want to confirm with you that. Same person.
I just told them, there are a lot of things. So the money they pay. Okay, I just want to make sure. Well, I guess. It's like a small. We don't. I just have keys. So you going to the league?
I went to Capri 6 years ago.
We were pretty undecided about Andy.
Yeah.
Just now. I said, yes, go send it.
Be careful, she's up for real.
Okay. Item number 5 would be a return to open session. I have a motion.
I'll make.
Motion by
Return to, regular session.
open set. Okay, motion by Arnold, second by Rothschild. Roll call.
Rothschild.
Yes.
Kennett.
Yes.
Swanson.
Yes.
Barnhart.
Yes.
Chavez.
Yes.
James.
Yes.
Samowski.
Yes.
Arnold.
Yes.
Okay, we have a quorum. Item number 6.1 would be the confirmation of the chief's appointment to Deputy Chief of Police.
Make a motion to confirm Casey Disterhoff's appointment of Jamison Weiser to the position of Deputy Chief of Police at an annual salary of $109,000 and to retain his retirement health insurance benefits as described in the position offer letter.
Motion by Chavez.
Second.
Second by James. Roll call.
Arnold.
Yes.
Samowski.
Yes.
James.
Yes.
Chavez.
Yes.
Barnhart.
Yes.
Swanson.
Yes.
Kennett.
Yes.
Rothschild.
Yes.
Okay, motion carried.
Yay.
All right, you ready to do this? All right, okay.
Wait.
Oh.
He's not ready. Don't you raise a hand?
For you next chief, be better prepared than that.
Yeah.
Really? Whoa, what'd you just say?
I was gonna say, what did you just?
Raise your right hand. Repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Jameson Weiser,
Do solemnly swear that I will support and comply with the Constitution of the United States of America.
do solemnly swear that I will, thank you. That I will support and comply with the Constitution of the United States of America.
and the laws of the state of Illinois,
and the laws of the state of Illinois,
the charter, laws, and ordinances of the city of Geneseo,
the charter, laws, and ordinances of the city of Geneseo,
the rules, regulations of the Geneseo Police Department,
the rules and regulations of the Geneseo Police Department,
and the law enforcement code of ethics,
and the law enforcement code of ethics,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of my office of Deputy Chief of Police to the best of my ability.
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of my office as Deputy Chief of Police to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Speech? 30 minutes? Here we go. 3 minutes. 3 minutes. All right. We'll go really, really fast here. I want to thank everybody for coming. I did not expect this. This was never part of my plan in my career. I had it all laid out, and then some things changed, and here we are, and I'm so excited to be here. And so I want to definitely do some thank yous to my friends and family for supporting me, for getting me here. Couldn't have done it without them. And I definitely want to thank my predecessors of the Geneseo Police Department for being here. Really, honestly, you guys guided my path from starting in 2002, and I so appreciate you being here. I appreciate the members of the police department for supporting me, and I'm just excited. I'm really looking forward to get started. Thank you all. We're almost there.
I'm hurrying.
You're doing great.
There you go.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
I'll make a motion to close the meeting.
Second.
Motion by Barnhart, second by Arnold. All in favor, say
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Okay. Hey, Chad.
I'm gonna meet you there.
I think the show starts at 3.
You're gonna be there. I'll be there.
Dinner time.
Yeah, sometimes,
Oh, I know.
we could be close to 4.
I had to go. Yeah. And they told you that right.